Captain Zethka watched his crew's life support indicators fade to red, one by one. The stellar Harmony drifted powerless through the void, its engines destroyed by Vorthan raiders 3 cycles ago. Death whispered through the corridors like a patient predator. Then something impossible appeared on their failing sensors, a massive vessel bearing the crude markings of the infamous human fleet. The bridge fell silent as the alien ship materialized from hyperspace. Humans were legends among the civilized species, savage warriors who fought with primitive weapons and refused to die when any reasonable being would surrender. Zethka's people, the peaceful Kalari, had never encountered them directly, but every spacefarer knew the stories. They say humans measure victory not by what they preserve, but by what they're willing to lose, whispered his navigator, Yila, her voice trembling. The massive warship, scarred and battle-worn, slowly approached their dying vessel. Its hull bore the scars of 1,000 conflicts, each mark telling a story of defiance against impossible odds. "Captain, they're hailing us," reported communications officer Nexta, his 4 eyes wide with disbelief. The transmission crackled with static before clearing to reveal a weathered human face, marked by countless battles. "This is Admiral Chen of the Earth Defense Force vessel Indomitable. We've detected your distress signal. Prepare for immediate evacuation." Zethka's mandibles clicked nervously. "Admiral, we have nothing to offer in return. Our cargo holds are empty, our credits frozen by the banking consortium." The human's scarred face broke into what their species called a smile. "Son, when someone's drowning, you don't ask them to pay for the life preserver." Within minutes, human shuttles were docking with the stellar Harmony. The rescue teams moved with brutal efficiency, carrying Kalari civilians who had given up hope cycles ago. "In the depths of space, compassion shines brighter than any star," Admiral Chen told Zethka as they watched the evacuation. The human medics worked tirelessly, their technology crude but effective. One medic, tending to Yila's radiation poisoning, looked up and said, "We've all been lost in the dark at some point. The measure of a species is who they choose to light the way for." As the last Kalari was brought aboard the Indomitable, Zethka found himself standing in the human warship's medical bay, watching his people receive treatment they couldn't afford from beings they'd been taught to fear. The ship's doctor, a gruff woman with silver hair, approached him. "Your people will be fine, Captain. Radiation exposure, malnutrition, nothing we can't handle." Her eyes held a warmth that contradicted her stern appearance. "But Admiral, the medical supplies alone must cost," she cut him off with a wave. "There's no currency in the universe more valuable than a life saved," she said firmly. Admiral Chen appeared beside them, studying a tactical display. "We've been tracking those Vorthan raiders. They hit 3 more civilian vessels this week." His expression hardened. "Some predators mistake mercy for weakness, that's always been their final error." The Admiral turned to Zethka with grim determination. "Your attackers chose the wrong sector to hunt in. Humanity protects those who cannot protect themselves." As klaxons began sounding throughout the ship, Chen's voice echoed through the corridors, "All hands to battle stations. Today we remind the galaxy why bullies fear the dark." The crew moved with practiced precision, their faces set with purpose. "War isn't about the size of your weapons," Chen told Zethka as they reached the bridge. "It's about the size of your conviction." Hours later, as debris from the Vorthan raider fleet drifted past the viewports, Admiral Chen helped Zethka contact his homeworld. The rescue would be remembered, but more importantly, the Kalari would never again face such threats alone. "The strongest armor isn't forged from metal," Chen said, watching Kalari children play in the ship's recreation area, their laughter echoing through corridors built for war. "It's forged from the bonds between those who refuse to let darkness win." As they prepared to deliver the Kalari safely home, Zethka understood why humans were both feared and revered across the galaxy. "Today I learned that legends aren't born from strength alone," he reflected aloud. "They're born from knowing that sometimes the greatest victory is simply choosing to care." The Indomitable sailed through hyperspace toward Kalari Prime, carrying not just refugees, but a new alliance forged in the crucible of compassion.